Hello once again, I am Saki with Autosave, and you are watching me play Will You Press the Button? The game is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, if you were to press this button, you would supposedly get something, but at the same time, you would suffer a consequence. So, yeah, as you can see, this scenario right here, will you press the button? By pressing this button, you will gain superhuman abilities and become immortal, but once the Earth is destroyed, you float in space for the rest of eternity alone. Now, I don't see who wouldn't press the button. What? What? Really? 52% wouldn't press the button? The Earth isn't going to be destroyed until God knows how long. At least until, nuclear warfare decides to destroy us all. But hey, that's still a freaking long time. Use the superhuman abilities for something good. I sure as fuck would. Why? Anyways, moving on along, you are able to create world peace, but everyone will hate you for it. Jesus Christ, how the hell does that work? But this one's a dilemma. You know what? Fuck it. I can live with something good in my life. Even if everyone hates me for it, I don't care. I've already shut myself away from a lot of society anyway, so fuck it. They can hate me in the distance, and I'll just live on a private island all alone. God, that's pretty sad, isn't it? Alright, so every film version of a book will be perfect and with every detail, but it will cost you 10 times more to go into the cinema. Does that apply to a guy who has $10 movie pass, pay $10 per month? So, does this mean I have to pay $100 a month to, see these perfect? Huh? That's a good question. That's a really good question. MoviePass was, offering, I'm not here to advertise for MoviePass, but, they were offering unlimited movies for $10 a month, and I've been abusing the shit out of that. In fact, earlier, I just watched Kingsman, The Golden Circle. I can't say it's anything special. But, back to the dilemma here. Every film version of a book will be perfect and with every detail, but it will cost you 10 times more to go into the cinema. Nah, I wouldn't press it. Because, I really think it might be $100 a month. I don't think I can afford that. You can live in a world created just for you, with everything pleasing in any way possible. But you are actually plugged into a giant machine that feeds you into this delusion. So, the Matrix? And it harvests your kinetic energy for fuel. It's mechanical hell of the former world you lived on. That's interesting. That's really interesting. The escape from reality. Isn't that kind of why I play video games, though, for the rest of my life? Huh. Tough call, tough call. Pleasing in every way possible. Fuck, you know what? If I can't decide, maybe it's better I just don't talk. I say no. Because, I don't know. Because I'm plugged in this giant machine. And if this world I'm actually living on has already gone to hell, it's only a matter of time before I get disconnected from this machine. One way or another. The ability to instantly create a perfect physical painting of what you imagine anytime you want. But you will never be able to write down a word, including through the mind painting, read, or do any kind of math anymore. Ooh. That's a good talk. That's a good one. I mean, you can think of all the paintings you want, although in all honesty, I got some pretty depraved thoughts in mind, so I don't know if I can afford it. Oh Jesus, why am I announcing this shit on the internet? You can take pictures with your eyes, but you can never delete them off your brain. Honestly, I kind of do that already, do I not? I mean, don't we all kind of do that? Isn't that what your eyes are for? I mean, yeah. I mean, isn't that kind of what they're for? I mean, isn't that how fuck, I don't know my neurology. But yes, I mean, isn't that what we already do? I won't press it because I think it's kind of what we already do. You gain the ability to go anywhere in the world in the blink of an eye. You are immortal and invulnerable. But the only people left on Earth are Justin Bieber, Adolf Hitler, that one skank from your high school, and Dolores Umbridge. So I'm the only individual left in the world, immortal and invulnerable, with 4 others that supposedly are You know what? I don't care. It's just that, fuck. You know what? No, I wouldn't press this one either because, so if I get this, but I have no one to experience it with, I mean, whether these people are good people or bad people, or whether I approve of them or disapprove of them, it doesn't change the fact they're the only 4 other people I get to interact with. It's just, no, just not worth it. You can completely change how you look without any money or pain, but you wouldn't be able to feel pleasure anymore. Pleasure. So, depression, constant, no thanks. So, you get $1,000 for every dump you take, but you must have a family family member wipe you while 25 random people are watching. Tempting, very tempting. And in all honesty, 25 random people are watching means 25 random people to try to mug you on the spot. No thanks. You will have a bank card that'll let you withdraw unlimited amount of money, but it takes money from the poor. So, what? Unlimited amount of money from people who don't have a lot of money to begin? Well, then again, if you combine the world population of the poor and take all their money, how long would it last you, honestly? I mean, it could probably last you, but how long would it is my question. Doesn't matter. I mean, so what? Who needs money? Life's not all about money. Alright? So, you have the ability to see the future, but you cannot change the future, and must witness all the bad things that happen. So, ability to see the future. Well, you cannot change what happens, but hopefully somebody else will. Although, then again, they'll probably look at you as some kind of crazy lunatic if they did. If you did. You cannot... No, wait, hold up. You cannot change the... You can see it, but you cannot change it. That's so... My explanation wouldn't work. Ability to see the future, but you cannot change it. Yeah, so you basically spend all your day worrying until something happens. Then again, I kind of do that on a daily basis. Oh, fuck. Ain't worth it. I won't press it. You have knowledge of the universe, but you find out everyone in your generation will live longer than you. So? So what? I have knowledge of the universe. I have infinite knowledge, and everyone will live longer than me, so what? I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean I can't live to old age, so I'll take it. Everyone will like you, but not over the internet. Isn't that kind of a thing, though? I mean, everyone will like you, but not over the internet. So... I mean, there'd be no point in me doing this kind of video, am I right? No. You learn all the secrets in this world. Institutions, organizations, governments, etc. have nothing to hide from you. But you will not be able to use this knowledge in any way. But that doesn't mean I can't give it to somebody else who can use this knowledge in any way. No, wait, no, never mind. I can't use it. That means I can't tell other people. So, you know, I know all this shit, but it's not like so it's basically you know everything, but you can't do anything about it. Huh. Well, I'm staying consistent with that thought. Hang on. You are not able to use this knowledge in any way. Yeah, see, it's basically you have all the knowledge, but you can't do a thing about it. So it's like, fuck it. No. Dairy Queen starts selling pizza. But Dairy Queen's pizza is so delicious it sends all of these other companies out of business. Oh, man. Jesus. And then and then that's when Dairy Queen starts jacking up their prices on pizza. So, I mean, they dominate the market. That's how the whole... Isn't that what happened once in American history? I don't remember what it's called. And can the Sherman Antitrust Act do anything about it? I don't think so. I mean, it's not like they can encourage anybody else to try to sell pizza when Dairy Queen's is so good. So Dairy Queen basically monopolizes pizza. And... oh man, it gets to jack up its price as a result when all of the other pizza companies go out of business. So, no. Oh boy. You can have anything and everything you ever wanted, but you have to stop using Tumblr forever. I don't use Tumblr. Give me, please. You become a cat, but you are a grumpy cat. Yes! Give me grumpy cat. I can still make cat videos and post them on... no, wait. Somebody can still make cat videos of me and post them on YouTube. I'll still be hilarious. You get paid a small salary every day for doing nothing, but you have difficulty falling asleep for the rest of your life. What's the downside to that? I mean, yeah, difficulty falling asleep for the rest of your life, but you can get paid a small salary? So what? What's the downside to that? I mean, yeah, sure, you'll be running around feeling like shit every day, but then again, I never feel much different. I feel like shit every day. I'm taking that. You get to live in an awesome mansion for free, but it's full of spooky ghosts. Spooky ghosts. I don't handle horror well, so it all depends on what kind of ghosts they are. Are they spooky just because they want to play? Or are they spooky just because they want to eviscerate me? Tough question. Spooky ghosts. Spooky because they want to play, or spooky because they want to eviscerate me? I'm not taking the risk. I mean, if I get to live in this awesome mansion, but I have to be chased out of it, forget it. There's no point. There's really no point. You can draw anything that comes to mind perfectly, but with no flaws. But you lose all creativity, money, and must live off commission money. You lose all creativity. But if you lose all creativity, that basically means, so when you lose all creativity, does that mean you lose your, this sounds kind of contradictory, doesn't it? I mean, you can draw anything you want comes to mind perfectly, but with no flaws. But if you have no creativity, how the heck are you supposed to do that? Isn't that kind of contradictory? I don't know. Should I? I have no idea. Fuck it, no. Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, draw anything that comes to mind perfectly but with no flaws, and you have to live off the commission money. It's like, not only does that sound contradictory, but who'd want to commission you now that I think about it? Who'd want to commission you if you are not creative? Let's just say that right now. Married to a loving and devoted wife and husband, but they are the ugliest person in the world. Oh boy. Oh good lord. Ugliest person in the world. That's like, I don't know. I mean, if they were that ugly, like, well, one can just decide let's just assume the general definition being something's close to I don't know, a withered corpse bleeding all over the damn place and bug popping eyes. I don't even want to think about that too much. No thanks, no thanks. I don't think I can stand it. Ugh. And besides, loving and devoted wives and husbands. There are still plenty of them out there. Somewhere. I hope. You would be rich and be able to order anything you could Fuck. You would be rich and be able to order anything you could realistically to your home. Oh, no wonder I couldn't fucking... No wonder I slipped up. This is pretty bad. Not gonna grammar Nazi. But you can never leave your home. Isn't that kind of what I want to do already? I would be rich and be able to order anything you could realistically to your home, but you can never leave it. Huh. That's actually kind of tough. I mean, I did mention I watched a movie, and I could technically order the DVD once it comes out, right? But I can never leave. But I can never leave it to actually go watch another movie ever again, huh? Shit. Fuck it. Not worth it. You can read everyone's thoughts, but they can read yours too. As I've said before, there's a lot of depraved shit that goes on in my mind. No thanks. Oh, Lord. You become immortal, but you can never die. Eventually, the sun will explode, and you'll have to float in space for eternity with nothing to do until the universe collapses. Isn't that kind of similar to what I said before? The Earth isn't going to be destroyed in, like, God knows how many years. I'm taking that, thank you. You find out why kids love Toast Crunch, but the entire world hates you. I mean, come on! Who doesn't love Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I mean, and don't they kind of throw it in the commercial anyway, so fuck off. Jesus Christ. Oh, have the fastest internet in the world, but have the slowest computer in the world. Slowest computer in the world, but the fastest internet. I kind of have the opposite. Well, I wouldn't say I have the fastest computer, but I have a good enough computer to actually play Gears of War, just barely. But one of the shittiest internet connections in the world. I have one of the shittiest. So, fuck. Do I have no idea. Have the fastest or the slowest? Shit. Nah, fuck it. I don't know. You, with the everything with the exception of talking. Seriously, what? Come on. I don't even want to answer this one because that really makes no like what? You have everything with the exception of. Is that will you have everything with the exception of talking, or is just everything? This button is everything with the exception of talking. I don't understand this at all. I wouldn't press it because otherwise something would just happen. Something would just happen, and I'm probably gonna regret it. You can bring any fictional girl to life, and she will live in your neighborhood. She will never mature past her age in the source material, and she will never befriend or love you. I see no point in it if that's the case. I see absolutely no point in this if that's the case. Waifus are meant for loving, goddammit! If you don't click the button, you would get commas please, so I can actually see what the number is. $100,000. But if you click, you have 1/3 chance to get. Oh, so that's an all or nothing. So it's basically press the button for an all or nothing. 1/3 for 100,000 or 5. God knows what number that is. Very tempting. And do I want to risk that? 1/3 chance is possible. It ain't probable, but it's more possible than 10%. Still, do I want to test my luck? Or do I just want to walk away with 100,000? Why am I even debating this? 100,000 is actually a lot, all things considered. You become a Sith Lord, but you have to kill your best friend to do it. Isn't that the point of being a Sith Lord? No. I'd rather be the noble knights, please. The noble Jedi Knights. You can have an infinite amount of money, but you can't be loved. No, my mom loves me too much, and I have grown. My mom loves me too much, and I have grown very comfortable with her love. I do not want to lose it. I mean, there's a difference between growing comfortable with someone's love and, what am I trying to say? Growing comfortable with love and, look, and being pampered, right? There's a notable difference. I mean, first things first. If you move out of your house, you're still loved by your parents, right? And maybe your family. So, you know, don't take your parents' love for granted. You can have sex with anyone you want, any way you want, or a month. But half your wages will be taken from you for the rest of your life. No! A month of probably over glorified activities for for the rest of your life ruined? Fuck that! Who would press it? 36% people! 18,000 people would press it. What the fuck? Your favorite television show will never end, but it is the only show you can ever watch. No! Although, I gotta admit, I'm pretty sure there's some people out there who only watch this one TV show. But, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of TV shows I used to watch. There's some shows I would still watch if I had a TV. We actually cut our TV service a while ago because no one watches it in this house. You get $10 million, but you become blind and deaf. Ooh, $10 million, but nothing to see nor hear with it. No. You will get invisibility at will, but only to see the same-sex naked people. That's kind of interesting. Same-sex naked people. I mean... only to see the same-sex naked people. That's interesting. Why am I debating this? Because God knows how many hot guys are actually out there. Oh, just to see them naked would... I don't know. I want to know what kind of feelings would run through me, to be honest. Would I swoon for them? I'm still highly debating that. You know what? I'll press it. Just because I'm curious. Oh, I am going to be judged so hard for this, aren't I? You are given the chance to change something from the past, but changing it will cause a natural disaster to hit where you live. Ew. So you end up living with a bigger regret than the current regret you currently have. And I lived in a very big embarrassment of a life, but just to change it, just to cause one more big embarrassment, what's the good to that? No thanks. You can draw anything to a very high quality, but nobody but you can ever see the drawings. Oh. Damn. I used to do a little drawing. I think I could do pretty good at them. I just can't color them for shit. But I do pretty good drawings. Do I draw them to a high quality? No. Am I satisfied with them? Yes. So, fuck you. You are made of fire and can shoot destructive energy at will, but everyone you know burns to death when they try to hug you. Not my mom, god damn it. No! God damn it, not my mom! I'm sure my mom would still try for some reason. No thanks. You are the world's most talented clothes designer, but no one would acknowledge your talent. Not that it matters to me. I'm doing all other things. You are the world's most talented clothes designer, but no one would acknowledge your talent. Yeah, really wouldn't matter to me, because I got other things to do to keep myself, you know, keep myself happy. I'll take it. You will gain control of an army made up of 1 billion armored war bears, but Godzilla will attack Sweden, sacrificing Sweden and possibly PewDiePie. But get an army of war bears. Godzilla is technically indestructible, right? Attacking Sweden, probably PewDiePie, but just to get my armored war bears. What would people... I want to press the button, but what would people say of me? Oh, Lord. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I want to press it. I really do. Oh Lord, I want to press it. Oh. Oh, nothing's ever been known to defeat Godzilla, if I remember correctly. Oh, I want to press it. But I would probably kill PewDiePie in the process. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, fuck it. No, I can't do it. I can't. I fucking can't. But the armored war bears are so cool. While under the influence of alcohol, you become an elite free runner, parkourist, and will be professional in all martial arts. But when sober, you will become a cripple or not able to use your skills. That sounds awesome. It really does. But, having to keep yourself constantly intoxicated in order to do all this, when you really don't need it. I mean, where I live, nothing goes on. So, free running and parkouring is probably just going to get me in a lot of trouble, so fuck that. You can only eat cake for the rest of your life, but the cake is a lie. The cake is a lie. Oh, no. If the cake is a lie, that means there is no cake, right? No thanks. Can't do it. You will receive an early copy of the new book you've been waiting for months, but the book will be so happy/sad that it will destroy you with the feels. And since the book hasn't been released to the rest of the world yet, you will have no one to talk about it with. So what? I mean, I read the book, I'm happy, and once everyone else is talking about it, then I'll join in on the discussion, right? Everyone who isn't the poor will become wealthy, but everyone who is wealthy will become poor. Oh, man. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. And I think I'm going to end this episode here. Would you be willing to sacrifice your wealth to help the poor? I'm going to leave this episode right here and leave you guys to decide that. Feel free to leave your responses in the comments below. And until next time, this is Saki with Autosave, signing off and saying good night, everyone.